1st constituency of La Corrèze, which have enabled myself as an MP alongside Philippe to come in well ahead of the vote at the end of the first round of elections. I would also like to thank all of the activists who fought for the new Front Populaire and who have enabled us to achieve this result. I am fully aware of just how short this campaign has been and of how difficult it has been to bring forward our arguments, to bring forward suggestions, to break away from the defeatist attitude that was present here and there. There are so many wounds, so much suffering, so much disappointment here in Corrèze and elsewhere. So there was a real fear that the far right may even here in La Corrèze win out. Thanks to this union, without which none of this would have been possible, we were able to make sure that it is the MP candidacy alongside Philippe Bruguère that won out at the end of the day. I was committed, but nothing was easy because it's difficult to be an MP as a former president of the Republic, even though I was an MP in the same region for 20 years. It wasn't easy because we needed to convince people of the seriousness of the moment we are in, of the gravity of the situation we're in with a far right that is ever more, and even more so than after the European elections, climbing the steps to power. This is a major threat. We carried hope. We carried the hope that our proposals may become policy, may become implemented reform. But we also have the solemn duty to make sure that the far right does not achieve a majority in the Assemblée nationale. If we do not fight as we have never fought before for the second round of elections, then the risk, the threat, may become a reality. Have you seen the statements that have already been made this evening? As if Mr. Bardella, as if Mrs. Le Pen were already leading the country, as if the President of the Republic did not exist. But the presidential majority is scattered, so who now can fight for the values of the Republic? Who now will have the strength to carry the commitments of previous generations, everything that we've achieved in fundamental rights and social progress? In this constituency and around the country, we have people fighting. We are fully aware that the main goal is to make sure that the far right is not able to achieve a majority in these upcoming elections, but we must also be aware of how we must unite. Uniting goes beyond just within the left parties, which is already the case, and has been necessary up until now. No, we must unite amongst anyone who sees themselves in Republican values. This unity must be as broad as possible, and it doesn't matter what the political HQs may decide at the end of the day. Now, I was President of France. I led the country, so I realize the kind of responsibility that we all share now. All voters, no matter what they voted for the first round, must unite to make sure that the far right doesn't win. And I'm not talking about this constituency. I'm talking about well beyond it. Other constituencies all around the country. This is why, here in Tulle, in Corrèze, in the Republic, I am calling beyond the left, that to step up and behaved as it should. I'm calling on all Republicans to make sure that we can have an Assemblée nationale that respects fundamental rights, universal values are respected, and where social progress is guaranteed. This is our duty not only as MPs today, but that is also what we fight for, and I believe that will also be the case as a future MP. Thank you.